Where are you?
I'm right now in Spain, but I'm working for Argentina. From Argentina.
Amazing. I'm going to be doing something with Los Javis.
Los Javis, oh, it's great. I love that. Yes.
Very excited.
Well, Todo Vale llega en breve a Disney Plus y ellas tienen dos personajes súper importantes y no puedo creer que estén conectadas del otro lado. Glenn Close, Sarah Paulson, are you there?
We're well. How are you?
Fine. It's such a pleasure for me to meet you both. You are two of my favorite actresses, for real.
I bet you say that to all the gals.
No.
I'm just kidding.
First time. No,
okay.
the first time.
We'll take it.
Thank you for your time and congrats on the show.
Thank you.
Glenn, in the trailer, there's a strong line. Men are terrified of women in power. Do you think men are really afraid of women in power? And how did that idea shape your performance?
I think it's absolutely true. I think it's a biological fact. I honestly do. I think, biologically speaking, that men are very uncomfortable with a woman in power. And I think all through history, there's been that dynamic of trying to keep women in their place.
Yeah.
So yes, I believe in that.
And there are outliers. There are men around the world, I'm sure, who don't think that way. But I agree that there is a sort of inherent or sorry. I think there's some kind of conditioning that happens at a very early age, and something that is sort of baked into the DNA, and it's hard to shake.
I think of Elizabeth I, who was one of the great queens, leaders, whatever. She always would dangle the fact that she was going to get married. She never did, because she knew that when she did, all the power would go to the man.
Yeah.
So I always think of her as keeping her power.
Right. Unwilling to sort of cede that power to.
So I think we all play women who have gone through that process, and I mean, it all have come out of the other side with feeling with where we
varying
stand.
Degrees of wounds and strengths and other, fortifications.
Yeah.
Right. Sarah, Carrington Lane is one of the central characters. What parts of her personality or background did you connect with most deeply?
Well, I think the truth is, on the surface, she seems like a person who is nothing but selfish and provocative and cruel. But I think the truth is she is hiding a really wounded spirit, heart, and is sort of brokenhearted and sort of at the hands of this lady, which is no big deal. Not you personally, but Dina Standish has sort of broken Carrington Lane's heart. And it's not to say that something doesn't predate that experience that allows her to be wounded in that way, but I think Carrington Lane is a person who has always sort of been on her own and has always been outside of everything and had wanted to be part of this group so desperately, but would never admit it. And her only recourse is to think about payback. But it's really covering up a true wounded self. And let's say I could really,
which is morphed. Yes. If you don't get help with something like that, it only gets worse.
You get sort of calcified around it, and then you only are operating from a place of defense.
Yeah.
And so I could relate to wanting to put up that kind of armor, and I like to imagine I'm softer than she, but I definitely relate to that idea of wanting to put up a guard, and what does it look like when you do that, so that you become impenetrable. I could relate to that idea, but not to the extreme that Carrington.
Great.
For your entertainment only,
Obviously. Yeah. Glenn, you play so many iconic women over the years. What feels new or different about Dina in the show?
I think Dina, I think she's a true mentor. I think she's a matriarch. I think she truly loves the women that she has trained, and she really has feels a real stake in their lives.
It's interesting. Sorry to interrupt you, but I think it's true, and you would know this better than I because you watched them all. There's never a moment where I ever felt that Dina was threatened by the success and the power of the women.
No.
And that's sort of an interesting thing that was not put forward in a way that I think is pretty special and unique to the show. That you actually want the rise of these women that you help.
I ask, I tell them to go out and create their own company.
Yeah.
I want them to succeed.
You're confident enough to know that what you have cannot be taken from you. It's like you've earned it and you want them to rise too. It's really,
I have a very solid personal life.
Yeah.
So that's very nice. That's a nice fantasy, isn't it?
It's going to happen to you next year.
Right.
Yeah.
Sarah, if your character could break the fourth wall and say one thing directly to the audience, what would it be?
Whoa, you're really putting me on the spot here. Love me. Love me. Love me.
Great. And Glenn, if Dina could give one piece of advice to women fighting for respect in their field, what would it be?
Oof. Tend to yourself.
Yes.
If you need, help, just tend to yourself, tend to your own garden.
Yes.
Before you try to step into somebody else's.
Love that.
Great. Love that. After so many roles and stories, what do you both still learn about yourself through acting?
Oh God, you're asking such wonderful questions.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you, Sarah.
Everything is learning. The day I don't love to do what I do and don't feel that it's a spectacular creative exercise is the day I will go home forever. Yeah. But I still get truly, deeply excited.
We went to see a play together. We went to see a couple of plays together in New York, and we had this one moment going to see our friend Jonathan Groff in Just in Time. And right when the lights were going down, Glenn and I both looked at each other and we were like we were so excited to watch. And it wasn't just to watch somebody that we knew and loved, but just to have the experience of being in the dark and being transported. And I think we both still not only love doing it, but have that joy of watching other people do it and do it well, and the curiosity and that just.
I never want to repeat myself.
But you haven't.
Okay.
No, I don't think you have.
It's too boring.
Too boring, but it's also, you're too good for that.
Great. Girls, what do you think makes All's Fair more than just another legal drama?
Oh, God.
Well, first of all, I think hopefully the audience will sense that underneath all the sometimes outrageous storylines that you have actresses who love and respect each other and who actually we exalt in each other's company.
We root for each other.
And I really mean that. And I think is what makes this show so special because it's outrageous, it's juicy, it's shocking. But underneath it, when we all come to work, we love and respect each other.
That's true.
So we're up for anything.
Yeah. Which means the audience will be too, is my hope.
Yeah.
Yes, we hope.
We'll find out.
Well, girls, thanks for your time. I love you
with
all my life. Gracias.
Thank you, and thank you for your wonderful questions, truly.
Oh, thank you. Bye bye.
Bye.
Si te gustó este video, dale like, compartilo en tus redes sociales y suscríbete a mi canal.